Hi guys and welcome to the Revolution channel. My name is Carmi MUA and in today's video we are about to do a delicious get ready with me. I feel extremely inspired after last night. If you guys have not seen, if you guys sometime like me do live under a rock and you don't really follow much social media, you might have missed that there have been just like yesterday, 2 days before, depending when this comes out, the Met Gala, and let me tell you, I feel very inspired. I feel good. I want to wear some good makeup. I wore one of my favorite bodycon, so I'm like all jeweled up, but this face need some help. So I hope you guys are ready. I feel like it's been quite some time since I've done like a full-on get ready with me on the Revolution channel, so I hope you are down. Hope you got your snack. I hope you got your beverage, because we're gonna start. And first thing first, I'm gonna show you. So let's just have this kind of like imagination that Miss Hannah will kind of gradually DM me on my private DMs and say, "Hi Carmi, please come next year. This is how I will show up. This is how I'm gonna wear." So I hope you're ready. So first thing first, special day. We're gonna start with skincare, and that's something that I normally tend to start no matter what, but you know, we're gonna go all out today. So first thing first, we're gonna go with this one over here. Now this is the lip conditioner from Revolution. I love me a good lip conditioner, especially before I actually put on makeup. I like to add a little bit conditioner so that kind of like my lips are gonna feel nice and soft. We will be doing a matte liquid lipstick later, as well as a crazy topper, so I cannot wait for you to see that. I already have my look planned out pretty well, so definitely moisturizing your lips, give them a softness. It's gonna help as well for the longevity of matte lipstick. So when it comes to skincare, I'm pretty obsessed with this too. You guys probably have seen me using them a lot on my personal Instagram. Now this one is the Target Under Eye Serum that actually has 5% caffeine and also hyaluronic acid. So this really gonna help to like wake up those eyes, as well as reduce puffiness, because you guys know anything that does actually have caffeine in, it's just like a boost to wake up. You know, I need it. As well as because it has hyaluronic acid that will really help dehydration, and you know me that I do have my dry skin, so this is pretty great. So I tend to kind of like smear it down and then just kind of like tap it. Tapping motion will kind of help to wake up the skin as well. So when you are tapping, the skin cell is just gonna like, whoa, what's going on? And they're just gonna drink up the serum very lovely. And then I'm just gonna make sure it's nice and blended. And then for the face, I'm gonna use this one over here. There is the gold Elixir one. Absolutely loving this one as well. You know, it's the Met Gala. We wanna sparkle. We wanna, like, you know, get our best zhuzh out. So I'm gonna take just a little bit and just do like one drip here, one drip over here, and a little bit of my forehead. And without even squeezing it, I'm just gonna like go on my nose and my chin. And this absolutely smells incredible. And just very quickly blending it in and making sure everything is nice and absorbed by the skin. Okay, boobs, so now that we have melted and worked into our skin our serum and our elixir and everything, I would normally suggest you to just let it set for at least like 5 to 10 minutes, so that really you get the best benefit and your skin just like absorbs and just drinks it all. In the meantime, we can do our eyes. You know, we also need to remember that it's me, and I'm always running like almost on time, sometimes a little bit late, so I'm multitasking all the time. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with this concealer. There is the Conceal and Define in C7, just taking a little bit, and I'm gonna put it on my eyes over here, and this is really gonna help me to have the perfect base for our shadow. I'm gonna just take my brush and then just blend absolutely everything. I always suggest you to have a base before any shadows, mainly because it's gonna help to last long, as well as like it's gonna blend better. So let me just take my time and blend. Okay, so we have put down the base, so we're now gonna start with our eyes, and of course I will be just dipping into the Make Magic palette. Hello, my new collaboration with Revolution. Have you seen how stunning it is? I'm so happy, and I know you guys were asking me for more tutorials, so here we have it. This is the next one. So I'm taking a nice fluffy brush, and the shade over here, there is called Confidence, so it's a very neutral brown shade. Again, is matte. So I'm gonna take this one into my socket, and first of all I'm gonna pat it in so that I can get the best pigmentation. And there's a trick that I've learned to just like first of all to like press your shadow down so you can just like build in the intensity, and then with the same one you are gonna start to blend in, and you can see how easy it is to blend, but also you don't have to like put it in, blend, and then like you will do like more step if you blend straight away and trying to like build up the intensity, instead of just like go in, check it where you need it, and then just a little by little add the more and more, and then with the same brush you're blending. On a small fluffy brush I'm gonna take the shade called Free Hugs, so I'm gonna take just a little bit and start to press this one at the end of my eyes. So again, we are patting it down first, and then we are blending it. And as you can see, we are starting to create a little bit of definition to our eyes, and that kind of always helps to pull the look out. You always want to do, if you do have a little bit of a hooded eyes like me, like just a little bit of drag out, and that really helps to create kind of like a very soft cat eye shape. Of course you can do extremely dramatic, and for that I've seen a lot of amazing people, a lot of amazing babies like you also use like tape or even use like cardboard and everything to kind of like just put it on the side and just drag it out. It's depending on how dramatic you like your looks. I tend to always like them slightly softer, even if I do have to say I'm so obsessed when people do these incredible wings. And if you guys want, I will be doing one if you really want me to try something out of the box. But normally I would tend to kind of like stay into my lines, kind of like coloring my book like so, and then I go back in with the previous brush, and with that one I can kind of just like flick it out a little bit, so I just get that soft blend that makes everything look beautiful, you know, makes all the boys running, and that's all we want, you know. Boys, hey, we're here. So now that we have the basic of our eyes pretty much done, it's time to add a little bit of glitzy, you know, it's like, it's a Met Gala, it's also us, we live in the extra family, so we need to make sure we sparkle. So there is sparkle up in here, you know, there is not really much that we need to search out, and there are so many of those. You know, the top row is all cream to powder. You guys have probably experienced it, and I've seen so many of you really loving You Got This. That it's one of my favorite shades. Like, it was one of the first one that I picked with this palette because it's so unique. And I'll give you some swatches as well, if in case you have missed like the swatching video and everything, but I'll be very quickly. Like, look at this beautiful shade. Like, hello, this will look so stunning. Another shade that will look amazing would be Moneymaker. Look at this beautiful gold, like just a little bit of gold, like done. But the shade that I'm thinking to do today is Because of You. I haven't used it on camera yet, and this one is a beautiful rose gold. I feel like with the Met Gala, it's very kind of like appropriate to like be slightly more subtle with the makeup. A lot of amazing like people, they always tend to wear like these incredible beautiful dresses, and please let me know down in the comments below which one was your favorite. I have a few, even if I'm not the biggest fan of the Kardashians, all three dresses were incredible. I loved the Jenner's dresses. I love Kim's dress. Like, Kim's dress was very Kim dress every day of the week, to be honest with you. It didn't really make me feel like she was going like completely out. It was very like keen every single day. But you know, if you have a body like that, if you have like a look like that, you kind of want to always have your trademark. You know what I mean? It's like I was expecting Kim with wet hair. I'm just gonna say, I was like, yeah, she's gonna have this gorgeous wet hair. Mario probably is gonna do her makeup. They were some of my favorites, I will say. I did have a few that I was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know you guys, but I don't know about Katy Perry. I was just like, girl, why are you wearing a chandelier? I don't know. Please forgive my ignorance. If there is like a proper reason why, I will gladly say I'm sorry, but I just really didn't get it. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on putting on my beautiful shade. And as you can see, it looks gorgeous. And I will again say one more time, with the top row over here, you do want to tend to use your fingers because it does give you the best payoff. But if you do want to use a brush, I would say maybe use like a wet brush for the ultimate, like, you know, like the extra glow. But I think like your fingers are sometimes the best tool. So I'm going to do that as well as removing this too, because I know I'm going to forget and later I'm going to probably swatch on my face. So please give me a sec. Alright babes, so this is what we look like so far. Now I'm gonna tidy up everything, and I mean like lower lash line and just a little bit of the outside of my eyes using the shade over here called You Do You, that you guys have seen. It is one of my favorites as well because it's like so rich in pigment and it's like a dark chocolatey brown. It is so pretty. So I'm gonna take this one over here and kind of just like blend it on the underneath of my eyes. I do want to go smoky, but I don't want to go like too smoky. You know what I mean? It's like the happy middle that will kind of like set us free and also makes us feel good. So I'm just gonna take just a little bit as well as pressing it on the center over here. So we're pretty much like three eggs and because of you are blending together. So to kind of create a little bit more of a depth. Before I move in with the skin, because honey is all about getting the perfect complexion, I'm gonna finish the eyes with a little bit of inner corner highlighter. And you guys know my little small detail brush. And for that, I'm actually gonna dig in with Money Maker. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of the shade, and I show you with the brush how easy it's actually to like pick up as well as like place it where you want. So I'm just gonna do this one on the inner corner over here. And look at that, just like a little bit of a subtle, I got this, you know, like it's happening. And one more time guys, none of this like shadow that I've been using have been wet, so you know we're not playing with the average pigmentation. We're extra up in here. So just taking a little bit, and then what I'll do, I meet them as well with the shade on my eyelid. Absolutely gorgeous. I am living for this. So pretty much this is the final eye look. I do want to skip my liner and everything because sometimes I want to be a little bit more softer, as in like I wanted my eye look to kind of like breathe. And I did kind of see this pattern this year that no one was actually wearing much eyeliner. Everyone was getting kind of like more of a soft eye with a lot of like big dramatic lashes. So that's what I'm going to try to replicate. And to get my base before I put my lashes on, I'm gonna use the Mascara Revolution, the honey. This will give you like incredible volume. It does it to me, like it gives me like thickness and volume. And you guys know I have probably the shortest, most stumpiest lashes ever. So I show you one eye very, very quickly without like going out camera. And then after I will be finishing my eyes. So I'm just gonna take just a little bit of this mascara and go in on my lashes and wiggle it. So when you are wiggling your mascara into the root of your lashes, you give them like the nice chunky thickness, so you kind of like coat the lashes completely. And I'm just taking that as a base. And one tips that I've learned when I used to do like makeup on people is give your lashes direction. Don't just like comb them and you're done. You want to give them more of a fan effect. So even think about like the way lashes are. So when you buy a set of lashes, they kind of have like a full-on 360 effect. Do the same with your natural lashes. So the inner corner one will push towards your nose, then the center one will go towards the ceiling, and then the outside one will move towards your hair. And this is what the mascara is giving me. You know, it's like, it gives me a good base for lashes. Now, one more time. I know, I got terrible lashes to begin with, but if you can get this out of this, is a good achievement. So what I'm gonna do very quickly off camera, I'm gonna finish my eyes just putting mascara and some lashes, and then I'm gonna be back and we're gonna get this skin to perfection. So baby, so we have finished our eyes and they are looking absolutely delicious. So we're now gonna move with the skin. Now, one thing that I kind of seen this year is a lot of people were having a very natural skin. And what I mean natural is there was a lot of makeup, because let me tell you, to make your skin look completely hairbrushed, you have to go in with a few products. However, I kind of felt like a lot of people were into more like a matte finish. I don't know, you please let me know if I'm like mistaken or anything, but I do think like probably like 80% of the VIPs were wearing like a good old matte foundation. So that's what I'm gonna do, as well is that's what I feel comfortable. So yes, I'm so on brand right now. So I'm gonna go in with this Hydrate Primer. Now I'm gonna take just a little bit, and let me tell you, I absolutely love this. It's like the most soft primer ever. Like, it blends and melts into your skin like there is no tomorrow. Like, it's just so beautiful and so hydrating. I absolutely love it. Like, as you can see, the bottle was meant to be white and it has like all kind of like dirt and everything, because it's always in my makeup bag. And yeah, I love it. Also does leave a little bit of a tacky feeling. I don't know if you can kind of see my skin being a little bit tacky, and that's gonna help our foundation to not only glide better, but also stick to the point there is like once it's set, it's gonna stay beautifully. And you guys know I am definitely a Conceal and Define wearer. I've been using it since day one, and still to this day my kind of go-to foundation if I have something important. It's a full coverage foundation, it's very long lasting. There are 50 shades for each, so you know, there is always the match for you. I'm currently using a 10.2. There is actually one of the newest shades. And for concealer, I'm still stuck between C6 and C7, depending on how bright I want to go. But because I said to you guys, it was very kind of like natural skin day for a lot of pips, I'm gonna go in with C7. So I'm gonna take just a little bit, do my Googles and everything. I'm gonna just like speed it through to this part, because you guys have seen me do my foundation plenty of times, and then we are coming back to do our contouring and highlighting. Okay, baby, so we have now blended absolutely everything, and this is what we have. So what we're gonna do is start to create now the shape of our contouring, as well as like setting it and give us like highlighting. So when it comes for me to contouring and highlighter, my reference all the time is literally Queen J-Lo. Like, nobody looks more glowing and more goddess and more bronzing than J-Lo. Like, I still like don't know how she does it. So we're gonna try to give ourselves a J-Lo beauty. So I'm gonna go in first with this Bake and Blot powder. Now I use the shade Banana, and I'm taking it on my big fluffy brush just a little bit, and I just like to bounce this one at the center of my forehead, a little bit underneath my eyes, both of them, as well as just a tad on my nose and on chin and mustachios. So pretty much everywhere that we put our concealer, so to brightening up, I want to set it a little bit more. And as you guys probably know, my moustache area, it is my trouble area. It's where I normally tend to sweat the most. So definitely is an area I like to keep in control. And for contouring, I'm gonna use my Renaissance Glow. You guys have seen me use this one plenty of time. I love the contouring in here. So I'm taking a smaller brush and I'm just gonna like kind of make my cheeks look a little bit higher and just go on top of them. And again, I like always to bounce on them. So pretty much where my eyes start, so here, and I like to go all the way to my temple. Make sure you go all the way to the temple so that if in case you move on the side, the contouring is all the way and not just at the front and kind of like is floating around. So let me just take my time and carry on doing my contouring, and I'll be doing my cheek areas as well as my forehead, my side of the nose, and of course my jawline, because who doesn't like a snatched jawline? I don't know. Okay, babies, so now that we have our contouring done, this is pretty much like what it should look like if you do have a very similar face shape to mine. If not, please carry on your contouring the way you're doing it. I'm pretty sure you're doing it better than me. Just gonna say it. So now what we're gonna do is highlighter. And of course, I'm gonna go in with my other palette, my Kiss of Fire. And the reason why is because I seriously always just use the same two highlighters pretty much everywhere I go. So I'm gonna take my big fan brush and I'm gonna first go in with the shade Opulence and give myself a little bit of a warm glow. And look at that, how cute. It does work really, really well with the eyes. The kind of like rose gold and gold finish. I'm also gonna use in a second like one of my favorite lip gloss topper, and that really gonna seal the deal. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of this one here, teeny bit of my nose. I don't like to get too crazy on the nose, but just like that, just like ding. And of course a little bit at the center of my Cupid's bow to give like more of a lift appearance. And you know, because we are a little bit extra, we are gonna do as well our collarbone up in here, because we have something slightly more revealing. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of Flash Me, because you guys know I love mixing them two together to kind of create even more of a glow, so that when I move, it's looking beautiful. Ooh, I think I just sketched the light and I was like, thank you. And you know, maybe just a little bit on my cheeks, just kind of like bounce, just a little bit. You guys know I love mixing them two together. I find it like, it's like orgasm all together, just like both of them. Bam, 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 bam. This is my highlighter going on. So lips time. And now lips are gonna be the one to seal the deal with all this gorgeousness going on, if I do say so myself. So I'm gonna go in with this one over here. There is the Nudes collection matte lipstick in Stripped, and it is a matte finish. And then of course I'm gonna go with this baby over here. Now this one is the lip topper in Luxurious, and it does give a beautiful finish. So let me put them two on, and you can see what is my lips gonna look like. Very quickly, before I put my lip topper, I do want to show you what this lips looks like. It is matte, so I know some of you babes do prefer a matte one. I'm somebody that, again, I do love my matte liquid lipstick, but today I feel like this lip topper is really gonna help to kind of like create more of a story together. However, I could just literally rock this lipstick itself and I'll be really happy. So I'm gonna show you if I do put the lip topper just a little bit. Oh, look at that, like, oh my goodness me. Like, this is a lip topper. This is not lip gloss, this is a lip topper. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, and I'm gonna do it normally. I tend to do my bottom lip, and then I kind of like smack them two together to kind of create more of a soft effect, and then I keep on blending them. So here we be, babies, so this is my final look. So one more time, if any of y'all's babes do know Miss Hannah, you know, just tell her that she can drop in my DMs anytime because this is my look, you know. I will literally show up like this, and yes, I will get a professional hairdresser because you know, sometimes you put things in a bun because you really don't know what to do with them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. So if you do, please give me that good thumbs up so that I know that we are in tune, as well as comment down below what you think about this look. Are you recreating it? Which one was your first overall like aesthetic look that you have seen on the red carpet? Because I cannot wait to just you know, sip and drink some beverage with you as we are gonna chat in the comments. And always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.